Hi everyone, it's Em, otherwise known as Gazette Girly, and either welcome or welcome back to my channel where I mostly talk about zines, which are handmade magazines. So over the last few months I've been really slack at posting any content and also just like a quick channel update. So I've been posting like some Omnichord and Omnichord spoken word videos on here. Having them here is kind of stressing me out, I'm not gonna lie. Originally I was like, I'm just gonna keep everything in one place and it will be fine, like everything can just be like under Gazette Girly. And now that it's gotten to a point where it is stressing me out so much, so I'm gonna be making a separate channel for my Omnichord spoken word stuff. It will probably be called Girl Can't Sing Well because that's also what I go by on like my spoken word Omnichord Instagram, so I might as well just use that. So I will be unlisting the Omnichord videos as well, so because I also just want to refilm a bunch of them and redo quite a bit as well there. So if you're like here for that, the new channel will be coming soon. And yeah, I'm gonna be real, over the last few months I've also only made 2 zines and I was going to show you both of them in this video. However, I have managed to misplace the one zine I made in November. I don't know where that's gone, so I am just going to be showing you the zine I have made in October, and it is only the one zine, so it's going to be nice, short and sweet. And yeah, I've basically been kind of more focused on facilitating zine making workshops rather than actually making my own zines, and I feel like I'm getting a bit in my own head about allowing myself to use my zine supplies because I'm like, I need to savor this purely for workshops, and so I feel like I've kind of given myself limited supplies to make zines from, even though you can make zines like out of one sheet of paper. So that's just something that's been like kind of eating away at my brain, and I really just need to get over it as well. I just haven't been feeling very creatively inspired at the moment, but I feel like it's completely fine to have a hobby that is kind of like your main thing, but you do also dip in and out of it. Like I was so on it at making zines earlier this year and I was like in a really good habit of it, and honestly as well, it's just winter, like I'm just not having the best time as well. And I'm also like working again at the moment, whereas there was like 4-ish months this year where I was unemployed, so I had a lot of free time to actually sit and make zines, and out of the sadness and stress of unemployment came some of my best work. But now I'm just tired and I mean I like my job, so it's okay. I'm just like working at an independent gift store, like it's a very nice team, so it's chill, but like usually I'm just not feeling like I want to sit down and make a zine. But I definitely know that feeling will come back, and I feel like that happens for everyone who has like a set hobby. There's some months where you're like, I'm so like on it, like I am locked in, like I am in the flow state, and some months where you're like can't think of anything to do. So anyway, we'll get into the main point of this video, which is showing you all the zine. It's not even a finished zine to be fair, but it's only got 2 pages left, so I think it's fine. The kind of half zine I made in the month of October. This is Monster House, and this was a zine I made at my Halloween zine themed making workshop, which is also a really fun title to say, and I really liked the rhyme of it. So this is kind of like a short narrative based zine, like it's a very, very short narrative. There's just like a bit of rhyme in here about a monster house because I made it around Halloween. And yeah, I really like the cover. I've also realized the colors in this, they're kind of giving Velma and Daphne, like we've got a lot of red and orange, and then we've got an entirely green and purple page, but also I associate Scooby-Doo with Halloween so much. So I kind of like the idea of telling a short story about this monster house, as I've mentioned. So it just starts like short and simple. I only had like half an hour to make this before people actually came to the workshop, so it was done in a speedy amount of time. So it says, come in if you dare to the monster lair. Again, just kind of like playing about with different textures and stuff, but kind of sticking to one cohesive color palette for this. And then the color palette changes. This was really fun to do. It's kind of like a paper weaving technique. I've seen like some people make amazing artwork out of this. And yeah, I wanted to give it a go, and I used purple and green, obviously. She's giving Daphne. That is the right one, yes. And so then I also wrote, you can find it in the middle of Spook Square. So I found this haunted house sticker. So this is Spook Square. It's kind of like a mazy, square-esque land in these colors, and there's just a haunted house full of monsters in the middle. And then I kind of just did this like random like coloring spiral effect. It's not great, but you know what, it gets the jobs done. gets the jobs done, it gets the job done. And then here it just says, but beware, with a nice little, one of my gems fell off, that's great. With a nice little green bedazzled border, because who doesn't love bedazzling zines? And then I haven't got to the reason why you should beware. I think it's gonna be like, because there's monsters in there or something, like very short, very to the point, very like a 5-year-old could probably write this, but I'm here for that, you know. But she's unfinished. Maybe next Halloween I will actually finish this zine off. She will have an ending to the story of why we need to be beware of the monster house. So yeah, I did also make one zine in November, but as I've mentioned, I've managed to completely misplace it, and I've literally spent like almost 2 hours looking for it. So I don't know where that's gone, but that was at this workshop collaboration I did with Aditi, who runs Move to Thrive. She's an incredible somatic movement, mindful movement facilitator. I will link her Instagram down below, and it was like such a joy to work with her, and it was really fun to combine like zine making and paper with mindful movement and like somatic dance and kind of see how that panned out. I don't think that's been done before. We love being original, but it was just like such a lovely workshop, so thank you to everyone who came to that. And with the zine making, it was just kind of really just getting into the flow and kind of like exploring what movement means to you, and like kind of reflecting on like the mindful movement we had done earlier in the session. But yeah, she's gone missing, so maybe in the zines I make in December video she might make an appearance. So yeah, but also exciting update. I'm already getting ahead of my resolutions because I don't believe in specifically setting them like bang on the dot 1st of January, new year, new me. I'm progressively, like, we're always evolving, you know. It doesn't need to be like a set date to start a goal. I love kind of goal setting whenever I feel like it, and I've decided I feel like I've been kind of lobotomized this year. Like my brain cells are like falling out my ears, like there they go, like I need to like, you know, get them back in my head. So I've decided to set myself a research zine project, which I'm very nervous about because I've dropped out of uni twice and I haven't done a really intensive research project in a very, very, very long time. But I'm doing it on folklore. The zine is called For the Folk of It. It's going to be me researching into like a specific topic, whether it's like specific mystical beast or like a legend or a myth, and then compiling all my information and findings into a zine format. And I did a little poll on what the first issue is going to be on. It was either going to be unicorns, Why We Wish Upon a Star, or banshees, and banshees won the vote. So in the new year, or maybe in February time, you know, for the Folk of It first issue launch, exciting. I'm gonna have like a free to access digital copy of it, but I feel like because it costs money to print physical zines, I will charge for the physical zines, but I wanted to make it like as accessible as possible. But I'm also kind of nervous because I'm like, how do I research, and like how do I compile my research findings? Like, I don't just want to be reading about banshees and copying all the information down. I want to make it my own, but that is a new zine project in the new year that will be happening. Maybe I will take you all along on the process of making it and doing my research with me. So let me know in the comments if you would enjoy that. And the Gazette for the Girls play issue, thank you to everyone who submitted for that. That is in the process of being edited. I'm finalizing a few pages and a few design choices, but it's almost ready and I'm so excited to share it with you all. And I also feel like I might be doing a bit of a rebrand with Gazette for the Girls, but I'm kind of undecided on that. I need to like go away and brainstorm some stuff. But yeah, that is the end of the video, and that is Monster House, the unfinished zine I made in October. Hopefully 2026 will start off with a bit more zine making, and maybe I will make more over this month in like the 2 weeks, two-ish weeks we have left of it, but who knows. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video and have an amazing rest of your day.